Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Relentless Push East continued. Well, the Ottomans are not doing very well. They have no fortifications to speak of, or at least none that I'm aware of, and we have a ridiculous amount of occupation. These guys are not long for this world. They're down to under 100,000, which for the Ottomans, you know, is a bad sign, and they're even losing against a tiny little island nation over here. So yeah, they're definitely not doing too well. But before we go ahead and peace out and take all that we do desire, we're going to quickly go ahead and see what we can do to get rid of Deccan. We did unfortunately forget to, well, I didn't forget, but I didn't notice that when we co-belligerized Delhi, they were being guaranteed by Deccan. So that's why this is happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to sue for peace over here. Now we're a couple... Oh, actually, you know what? We're 2 months off. Well then, in that case, yeah, we'll go ahead and take a white peace. That'll allow us to keep on coring up, and I think that should be fine. So with that in mind, let's go... Yeah, we're going to keep on fighting their our rebels, and then... What else do we need to do? We're taking this fortification, and then you are making your way... Yeah, one province over. Okay, so you know what? For now, that'll have to do. I'm not too concerned about this. And we will see what happens. Looks like we took out a regiment of cannons. That is good. And, yeah, a couple of smaller troops. But I think we're fine. Yeah, so we're marching on up over here. It looks like they're locked in on the 21st. We'll be there on the 23rd. So, in fact... These guys are going to fight our separatists first. Alright, well that's good for us. And then... Oh, that was our fort. Fantastic. So, with that in mind then, let's go ahead and we'll take one more occupation. We can peace out straight away if we so desire. Yeah, you know what? I guess we may as well. We don't need these guys in here, and that will reset our truce timer. So that will mean we can get back to devouring them at a faster pace. Yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and set the demand. We're going to go for a white peace for 5 years. That'll be all that we need. Yeah, we're not going to go for any economic actions or anything. I think that's a little bit too much. Let's just say goodbye to them. So there we go. So they're now down. Accepted a white peace. They'll still deal with our rebels for us. So, you know, win-win solution there. That now means we're down to Delhi and some other miscellaneous ones. Oh yeah, Hormuz. Can we say goodbye to you? We'll give it another day. There we go. What have we got? Military strength, allies in war. Well, that's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. I think it will resolve itself. Oh. Okay, question for you guys. You know what? Let's pass back into territory over here, and then I think we'll go ahead and do a U-turn. Yeah, there we go. That should be fine. You guys, you're heading over here. We can keep on sieging them down. We have... fairly decent numbers. I don't know if they're going to try anything. Whereabouts are we heading right now? We're heading through here. Where are these guys going? They're heading down... Yeah, province. Alright, well, you know what? We'll see how it goes. They might even just run away. They may not necessarily want this fight. So, yeah, we'll keep a careful eye on that. Now, I do see that we've got a little bit of reform progress. Oh, sorry, not reform. A, Sudebnik for autonomy. I think we hold off for a second. I don't think we've really got that much that we can gain from minimizing our autonomy. Looks like rebels did a pretty good job of beating up Deccan's troops. I think they retreated. Yeah, okay, so we're just going to go ahead and try and peace out Delhi. So what have we got here? Fairly minimal losses there. Let's go... work our way to their fortification. We're going to go ahead and prepare a peace agreement with you guys. It's going to be fairly extensive because, again, we do not need to fight you in the future. Yeah, 72% war score. We'll take all of the remaining money, and then we'll also go ahead and recall any amount of cores that we can. So that should be fine. That'll give us a little bit of overextension, 53%. But now we should be fairly close, now that we've pieced out a couple. Hang on a second, we're going to have to scroll down the side because that'll be easier to see which ones we are coring. Yeah, there's only a handful that we're not coring right now, so yeah, we'll just wait a couple of months, but that'll be fine. We still have to go ahead and siege everything down, but I think that should be quite decent. We do have some separatists getting ready to pop. Whereabouts are these guys? I don't recognize the province names. Are they over in Japan? No. Okay, well then I am not sure, but you know what? We'll figure it out as time goes by. We'll figure it out. Alright, so there we go. More Ottomans taken care of. We're chasing down some more over here. You're heading down over there. And then I think we'll go ahead and we'll work on that fortification. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good position here. Let's go ahead and do a U-turn. We're going to cancel the autonomous sieging. We'll aim for their army. If we can take care of that, that would be ideal. That's one siege that's also over, so now we can go ahead and split our troops. We'll send half and half just to guarantee we get the kill. Yeah, and then we'll split that again. Where's the 4 stack? There we go. And that should be helpful. Ottomans are taking back Trabzon. It's only a 5 stack. Yeah, that is the one advantage and disadvantage of having no forts. It's easy enough to take the province, but then holding on to it is also more difficult, even when they're low on manpower, which is quite annoying. But either way, let's go ahead and get rid of this overextension message. Blockades. Tech is still a couple of years in advance. Yeah, we're not going to take that early. So we'll get rid of this, and then what else is there to deal with? Not too much. No, not too much at all. Alright, so either way, let's just go ahead and make sure that we're occupying Delhi as fast as we can. Any amount of occupation is going to be good. I doubt that they're going to have much in the way of an army left over. It's only 3,000, so they'll only be very tiny rebels. And then these guys can go and... well, actually, we probably don't need these extra troops around here. No, we'll have 2 stacks of troops to deal with all the rebel suppression in this area. I think we go ahead and we double our way back again. And we start dealing with some occupations over there. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Anyone else that we can also piece out? Delhi will be soon. Hormuz, we... oh, we actually can say goodbye to them. Okay, well, we're not going to take any... do we get a penalty for ongoing battles? No, but I think what we could do is we'll wait till it's over nonetheless, just to avoid any black flagging. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, devastating for them. And now what we can do is we'll go ahead and take all of their money. Okay, most of their money. How does that sound? We get a decent amount. You know what? We'll let this go on for a couple more days. Yeah, I don't think it's going to make a big difference if we can occupy a few things that are left. It looks like Timbuktu is also here. Now, are they involved? They are. So what's going on there? Where are you going? Oh, they're moving here. In fact, let's cancel. Yeah, we'll take the fight. We're in the mountains, so we'll get the defensive terrain. They're going to have to come across over here. And we'll see how that goes. But either way, there goes a whole bunch of our overextension. That should mean we're now down to 88. Soon to be... let's see, 24th of February? Oh, we've got to wait till the end of the day and we'll be a bit further ahead. 24th of May. Okay, so one more Okay, so a couple more months, about 3 more, and we should be good to peace on out Delhi. Yep, that's all good. Yeah, slowly watching that go down is ideal. I don't know how much war score we have against Timbuktu. In fact, let's see, we're at 0%. Well, you know what? We'll take the occupation because that seems like a reasonable plan. We'll go ahead and we will then go ahead and once we've got the occupation, we'll fight them as well. Get a little bit of extra war score. Looks like Hormuz is ready to say goodbye to this fight, which I honestly cannot blame them. But again, we'll just keep on keeping on for a second. They'll be moving from the mountains to deserts. So you know what? We're just going to keep covering the coast. Make their life a little bit more difficult. Military leader has left us. Huh. All the way over in Japan. Well, you know what? It's not the end of the world. Sure, we'll give military access to Bengal. And then, you know what? I think that's probably enough. Let's go ahead and... Actually, wait a second. We'll go ahead and see if we can engage these Timbuktuians? Is that what we would use? I don't ever think I've thought of that before. Yeah, Timbuktuans? Either way, we're going to go ahead and... Ooh, the Ottomans actually have a little bit of strength here. Hang on, so they're trying to escape. How about we carefully get them to disregard their plans for a second. Oh. Never mind, we're marching across. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and... We're bringing in some reinforcements. We'll take this in a couple of days, and then we will follow up there as well. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and crush what does remain. I think it's in our best interests. And now we can go ahead and turn back. So we'll cancel that. Where are you heading? You're already heading across. You'll be there on the 10th. What about us? We'll be there on the 11th. That's not too bad. Yep, alright. This is what we're after. We'll crush whatever remains and then we'll peace out Hormuz. Yeah, I'm sure they are not going to appreciate that. But again, any little bit of damage we can do is good. We did unfortunately lose a general right as we did that, which isn't the best, but it is what it is. These guys will be there on the 27th. You can be there on the 29th. Yes, it's into the mountains, but it should be fine. Yeah, actually, you know what? No, let's just sue for peace now. We don't really need to worry about this. Timbuktu's probably going to be easy enough to say goodbye to nonetheless. Anything that we need to worry about? We're not going to be able to farm prestige or anything. Oh, you know what? We'll go for war reparations. And you can transfer trade. And then with the remainder... this is fine. I really don't care. Let's send the demand. Okay, done and dusted. So that'll be good. We're still going to have military access so we can still fight Timbuktu. Yeah, we'll keep everybody moving on in there. Oh, and there is a whole heap of our overextension gone, down to 30%. Okay, let's see what we can do with Delhi. We're going to split up the stacks that we have. And then we're just going to go ahead and carpet siege. And that should be good. We do need that final fort. But again, that's going to be about it. Oh, and there we have it. Could not have happened at a better time. So we're already at 84%. We are... Demands exceed war score. Well, you know what? That's going to change fairly quickly. Let's just bring you back down here. In fact, no. Let's go ahead and march against their troops. If we can go ahead and get rid of their future rebels, that would be ideal. And then once we have a full occupation, it's not going to take us much, it's not going to take us much to be able to piece them out. Yeah, a couple of quick occupations is all that we will need. Let's go ahead. There we have it. That is the reasons that we needed. Full annexation It will cost us a bit of Diplo, but again, we're almost capped out, so I suppose it's a decent use. Admin, we can start coring, and that is us a little bit closer to Masters of India. I think that is very nice. Alright, let us send the demand. Hip hip huzzah, and now we can finish coring the other 30% that we had remaining. We're going to go... Do we hit the button straight away? I think we do. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that done. All of you guys, let's get you together, and we'll start doing a little bit of rebel suppression. So first things first, you should be able to catch out the rebels, and that will be the main problem. And then from there, we're going to head back up in this direction. And then I guess we'll just activate our rebel suppression. So let's see, we're up to 85%. Is there anyone else in this war that we need to worry about? Timbuktu is at 0, but again, I don't think that there's too much to be gained there. Alright, troops. Let's go ahead and see if we can catch them out. Yeah, if we can get them out, that'll be ideal. You guys can go ahead and autonomously siege for a little bit. And then, peace-wise, I think we start preparing. So, the good news is, between videos, I stopped and had a bit of a look at what we had claims on. So this is where I'm at so far. So, if we have a bit of a look, we have claims up over here in the Balkans, we have claims for their capital, we have claims for their high development states, and joining our lands together. And then from there, I've also gone ahead and collected a whole bunch of the Bedouin culture. So what we needed was 20 development so we can get Petra as... Sorry, we needed 20 development of Bedouin culture so we could accept it and then start upgrading Petra. This will give us extra diplomatic reputation, cost to fabricate claims, and of course envoy travel time. Although the Diplo is obviously what we're here for. And so we needed 20, we currently have 9, but I believe we will have another, what is it, 9 goes to 12, to 18, and then 22, so we won't need any more after that, so that'll be quick and easy. And then that also takes our overextension to 96%, which is manageable, and then from there, what else can we do? Is that with a whole bunch of money? Sorry, hang on a second. Let's just double check. Yeah, we have not taken any more money from the Ottomans. But what I'm thinking we could do, though, is there's probably a few provinces around that have claims from Georgia. So what we'll do is we'll hand that off to Georgia here. We'll hand that one off too. We'll just go one at a time. Just make sure that we get these right. And then... I know that's one of ours. And then... Yeah, core provinces. We've already got those sorted out. We've gone ahead and fired off the return core button. And then Georgia has a claim over here. And then I think that that's about it. Yeah, okay, so let's see what we can do again. Wait a second. That's the button. We'll go ahead and we will sort by receiver. We're definitely not giving anything to Austria unnecessarily. We'll hand off anything to Georgia that is not already a core. Do they have a core? No, they do not. Although I don't know why that's there. But you know what? It's fine. We'll ignore that one. And then... Where else is there? Shamaki. Oops. We want the province. Yeah, they have a claim there as well. Okay, so... That would be everything that we can hand off to them. That gives us a pretty high war score. And, is there anything that won't push us over 100%? That is the question. 99% for one more province. It's not a bad plan. 97. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, and that takes us straight to 100% peace agreement. Alright, you know what? That seems like the best case scenario. Obviously, money is nice, but we're here for land and dismantling. This will give us a little bit of extra control in the Alexandria trade node. It'll also give us coast over here, so we can happily go ahead and start transferring some of our armies with our navy. Yeah, I think that's definitely the way that we go. So, how many reasons are we away? Whoops. A couple. Okay, length of war demands exceed. Okay, so realistically, now that we've got everything more or less sorted, it's just going to be a matter of, well, a matter of chasing every province down and occupying them. It does look like Austria is doing a lot of the legwork for us, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, admittedly, I was thinking that it was going to be a far longer war against the Ottomans. Yeah, taking all of Delhi is nice, but, you know, it just is what it is. It'll have to do. So either way, let's go ahead and start rebel suppressing. We're going to have a whole heap of trouble. So let's make sure we get all of the provinces. If we can avoid the rebels, that is what we are going for. I think that is good. And then you, my friend, may also start dealing with the same issues. Alright, come on. Make our way through all of the land. Making sure everything goes nice and light blue. And I think that that's about all we have room for trouble with. Yeah, both on either side, that's not too bad. We've got plenty of fortifications, so that'll avoid any separatism in a few of those areas. Yeah, I think we'll be relatively okay. We should be able to traverse fairly quickly between these two. Alright, so we have core constructions. They're still coming along. How long have they got? In fact, we are looking at the latest of the 27th of November. Okay, so only a couple more months, and that will take us down another 30%, I think it was. So that leaves us with 50% overextension. Right. And with that 50% overextension, we'll then have till 98, so that's almost 2 years of holding on to this war. I don't know if we'll be able to do it, but we'll see what can happen. We're going to go ahead and increase some tariffs. I don't think we will. We'll take the power. It's always the better way of doing things. Tunis is raiding. Classic. Annoying, but it is what it is. And then, you know what? We're going to march you over here. We're going to march you over there, and then these guys can go a little bit further. Yeah. We'll just then go ahead and, as these guys stop, we'll go ahead and we'll just start telling them to automatically siege things down. I'm not really too concerned at this stage, so that won't be too bad. Yeah, the Ottomans have no manpower to speak of. They have no armies to speak of. It's just a matter of us running around and fighting them. Yeah, look at that. Less than 80,000 men in reserve and not even 70,000 on the field. We don't even have to worry about our single stacks. Like, we are in a very comfortable position to take them on, which is quite nice and lovely. Alright, well, we're up to 93%. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do too much there. We do have a revolt already over in India, but that is fine. We have a bunch of conversions being finished, so that'll help stabilize the area. So, you know what, if that is the case, let's just check the map, religion map mode. A lot of this is Orthodox. We have some Shia, and then Hindu. Yeah, religious unity is still really solid. I think this isn't going to be too bad. Yeah, alright, and then, oh, what's this? Oh, we're almost maxed out on manpower as well. Okay, well then if that's the case, I think we still have another grand project or two, which is being completed. Let's go ahead and spend some of our manpower. 10 10,000 here and there is probably not a bad thing. And then when are you finished? 2 years. An extra merchant earlier. You know what? For a handful of men, I think it is well and truly worth the expense. And then what else have we got here? Monthly autonomy change, defensiveness. I think we save our money for Petra right now. We're going to go ahead and burn through that very quickly when we peace out the Ottomans. Yeah. In fact, depending on how bad things get, we may even peace out early and just deal with some of these overextension events, because I don't see another way around it, and I really want to take everything that we've got. It expands Georgia quite nicely, so it makes them a more productive march. It takes away more land from the Ottomans. Oh dear, I think we're going to deal with some overextension issues. But again, if we can minimize some of this, that is going to at least decrease the likeliness of having issues occur. Because I believe the higher you go over 100%, the worse and more frequent the issues. Alright, cultural unrest. What have we got? Autonomy in a province. A fairly inconsequential province. I don't care at all. Although, you know what? Suppress the rebels. Another 5 years of extra unrest. You know what? They can have the autonomy. The autonomy is not that big of an issue. And in fact, yeah, it's even less of an issue because we have this. So yeah, we'll try and wait till this gets to almost 150 where it maxes out. Hopefully by then we'll have pieced out the Ottomans. We should be able to state up some things if necessary, and then we can hit the button and enjoy its benefits. We also now have an unassigned merchant thanks to our new level 3 great project. So here comes the question as to where we want to go. Alexandria is probably not a bad idea. Help get us better control in Constantinople too. Potentially we might even be able to get an extra merchant if we get over 50% here. Yeah, well, you know what? If that is the case, hang on. Let's just double check our subjects. We have... Oh, we can't really make this out too much bigger. What have we got here? Anatolia? No. Levant, Manchuria, North India. We've already got Siberia and Punjab, and yeah, I guess there's worse things to go for. Either that or, let's see, Basra. No, that's not going to be an important one. The Gujarat trade node, maybe. Hang on a second. Let's just swing back. We've got a few of the provinces, but not all of them. We have some decent power, though. And in fact, we could stop a whole heap of trade disappearing. So this could actually be to our betterment. Yeah, we'll start steering this up towards us. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and transfer trade power. You can go ahead and do this. At the end of the war too, depending, we might be able to add some things to a trade node. And then go ahead and make sure that we have some level 2, what do we call them? Trade centers. That would also be quite nice. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of good things here for us. Alright, another core province. Excellent. Slowly getting that to go away. Let's just double check. We're down to 53%. Oh, and 53% is where we're going to be stuck for the next 2 years. Ouch. Oh, and you know what? Our governing capacity is getting rather high as well. But you know what? We're only a couple of reasons off. If we can get this done sooner than later, maybe it is worthwhile. Even with the overextension issues, which hurts our diplomatic reputation, being able to finish up what we do, being able to get Petra going would probably be worth it. And I don't know how old he's getting, but he's currently 46, so he's getting to the point where he's going to start having a greater chance of passing away each year. I think we have to go for it. Yeah, it's going to hurt, it's going to be annoying, but I think it is going to have to be the way that it goes. This will give us a lot of overextension. It'll cost us a decent amount of admin and a little bit of diplo, but it will weaken the Ottomans. It'll definitely strengthen our position at the very least. Yeah, I don't think that there's a better choice for us. Yeah, I think we go ahead and we just peace out now. The sooner the truce timer disappears, the better. So we're going to go ahead and take it. Do we have any coalitions? Not particularly. Alright. Well, off we go. We're just going to have to eat the... yeah. We're just going to have to eat a lot of unhappy events. Yeah. It's not best that we could ever do, but, you know, it's what we've got. We're cancelling the autonomous sieging there. We'll send a few of you up over here. We'll need another group of you up over there. Yeah, I think that should be fine. You guys are already sorted. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good stead. So, we can go ahead and upgrade a few things. First things first, we're going to see if we can add in the culture now that we have 20 development. So, where is it? We have Bedouin. 20 development in your states or to be promoted and accepted as a culture. It's at 9. Okay, so... hang on a second. We're going to make sure that it is stated first of all. Yes, it is. And then... I guess we can state both of these as well. Oh, actually, I think... hang on a second. Had I realized, we probably just would have gone for a full state on each, but, you know, it is what it is. How about we go ahead and... yeah, we're going to call them... yeah, and then, unfortunately, we can't state it for now. But we'll go ahead and get them started. Yeah, that is a bit disappointing, but it's going to have to be what it is. At least we'll have it done in a year or two. Oh, enacted an imperial reform. Well, you know what? This is actually probably not a bad thing, because the amount of imperial reform does swing how much people want to keep the vote for. So we're now at 1, 2, and 3. That means we are in line for the emperorship. Yep, it doesn't quite show us, it's not fully updated, but it is definitely there. Alright, so you know what? Since we have money to spare, we may as well go ahead and start upgrading some things. We can get some level 3 ports as well because of the extra merchants. I think we'll obviously go with our capital. That's going to be a good call. That'll help us with the next institution as well. And then... what else can we do? Oh no, that was the last one. Oh, that's... yeah, well, could be better, could be worse. Great projects, yes, we're going to leave them be. Let's go ahead and... how long are we going to be ticking on upwards? So we get 0.6 per month. So over the next 2 years, that'll go up by about 12 or 14. You know what? I think it's okay if it gets to the cap. As long as we get these things cored, then we'll go ahead and we'll fire that off. Let's also make sure that we go ahead and start our overextension coring. Yeah, we're going to have a few bad events, but it is what it is. We'll also now go ahead and make sure we have... we'll also go ahead and make sure we get a couple of buildings if possible. Again, trying to make as much money as we can. Production-wise, oh, that's good in Gallipoli. 0.2, although manufacturing, would that be better? You know what? There's actually a couple that are a bit better. Yeah, alright. Pick up that one as well. Universities are nice, but I think we'll go... improvement for value, that's 6. What do we get? 4? Okay, we'll have to go ahead and pick up a couple of these. Yeah, in fact, what I think we'll do is we'll even potentially run a loan if necessary. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So if we keep using our money and keep trying to increase our economy, what we might end up doing is taking a loan so we can get ourselves further ahead on the next, on our, what do we call it, on Petra. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and potentially go into debt. I think we might be able to make the money back fairly quickly, so I'm not super concerned about the money. But at the same time, too, it is going to be a thing. Alright, so luckily both of these are on 2 forts. These guys are being handled by them. Yeah, this shouldn't be very bad for us. Alright, separatist sentiment, that's going to be a bit of a pain in some of our land, but again, it's a minor inconvenience. It's just going to have to sit there for now. And I think that's where we're going to call things for today. Yeah, and we'll see just how bad the problems get in the next one until we get our overextension sorted. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.